But I want to say, because I've had a lot of conversations, my staff included, people that were deflated because of the loss that Bernie Sanders had in New York. And what do we do as progressives moving forward? Because, I think as realists, we have to look at ourselves and say, is it mathematically possible that there's some way Bernie can win? Yes. At this juncture, is it, a realistic scenario? I have to say probably not. So we're looking at a situation where, we're saying, okay, we'll support Hillary, I guess, if Bernie does eventually lose, because we can't have a President Trump, but it's sort of, going home and taking our ball with us. And what I would say is, number one, it is absolutely vital for our country that we don't have a President Trump. I mean, it is as great as it would be to have a President Sanders, it is equally as horrible if we have a President Trump. So we need to find that energy to make sure that we don't lose our political engagement moving forward. Number two, as we're looking for things and people and campaigns to look towards if eventually Bernie Sanders is not successful, I want to tell everyone there are wonderful, wonderful local candidates. Whether, it's a campaign like mine, which is great, whether it's a guy like Tim Canova, who's a friend who's been doing a great job down in Florida, especially with raising money through grassroots Bernie Sanders style fundraising, whether it's, even state representatives like Christy Matthews, who I think has been on this program. Find someone and get involved, because even if it's not this cycle that your candidate or what you do ends up being a win, getting that experience, getting your legs under you, knocking on that first door, being a part of politics in person, getting hands-on with your democracy, that is going to make you so much more dynamic in the next cycle. It's going to make you so much more dynamic when the next Bernie Sanders is running for president, and you can do even more to make sure that the progressive cause continues to advocate for the policies that we really believe in. So just a message from me personally, as someone who's a huge Bernie Sanders supporter, as someone who's a huge progressive, that, we need to keep our heads in the game, keep our body in the fight, and keep moving forward.
Alex, man, thanks so much for joining me. And it's absolutely my technical difficulties. I don't think there was probably anything wrong with your microphone. It's just one of those nights, man. Matter of fact, since it happened to you, might as well tell you guys now. I've been doing what I do for 3 years at a particular company that shall remain nameless, and never had a single mistake. And today I had 3 crit sits, and two of them were my fault. So it's that kind of day. It's totally my fault. It's that day. But you know what? The good news is we had you on, and I want that model, and we're going to replicate that model. And the best way to validate it is to help you win, Alex. So best of luck, man.
So
let me know anything I can do to help you out.
I appreciate that. And if you have any specific policy discussions, it doesn't always have to be about me and my campaign. Happy to come on and, contribute in any way I can to your show and your audience. I love what you do here, and I really appreciate you having me on.
Appreciate it. My pleasure, man. Ladies and gentlemen, Alex Law. Alex, what's your URL really quick?
AlexLawForCongress.com. So real easy name, ALEXLAW for Congress.com. And you can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/AlexLawNJ or Twitter at AlexLawNJ.
All right, my man. I'll see you on Twitter. Thanks a lot.
All right. Thank you.